Hey YouTube, this is wrestlemania some part of Fan 62. It is Thursday, November or March the 30th, at about 5:40. In today's video, here is the WrestleMania card for this year. Um, so, this is who I think will win as well. This is night one of two, which will be Saturday night. So the kickoff Mania, you will have Austin Theory versus John Cena. Now, this all started a number of weeks ago when John Cena, when they were in Boston, uh, had this back and forth with Austin Theory saying he's not worth it and stuff like that. So finally, John Cena agreed to fight him for the U.S. title. Um, Now, this I think will be a very good match. Um, so I think John Cena will win and become the new U.S. champion. This next one is an interesting one as well. This is the Usos defending their tag titles versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Now, a lot of this goes back to Sammy with his history with the bloodline and how he basically stabbed him in the back at the Royal Rumble. And how Kevin Owens has been fighting the bloodline every week for months now. So, and over the past couple of weeks, how the bloodline has starting to show its cracks. So, I do think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens will become the new tag team champions. I don't know if it's for both or just one in particular. Next, you have Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita versus Damage Control. Now, this one has been interesting because Becky Lynch has had history with Damage Control going all the way back to SummerSlam last year. Um, so, and then this has been going on since. So, they had a War Games match at Survivor Series. They had a cage match at Raw 30. They had another cage match 2 weeks later. So, and then Lita and Becky Lynch took the tag titles away from Damage Control as well. So, I think Becky, Trish, and Lita will beat Damage Control. Next Rollin is Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Now, this one has been an interesting one as well because Logan Paul has knocked out Seth Rollins twice now on national TV. So I think Seth Rollins will win. This next one is going to be a very personal one as well. And this is going to be Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Now, for weeks, Dom Mysterio would come out on both Raw and SmackDown and basically call his father a deadbeat dad, how he wished Eddie Guerrero was his dad, and so forth. It wasn't until this past SmackDown where Dominic Mysterio basically trash talked his mother and Ray snapped, said, "I will fight you at WrestleMania." So I think somehow um, Rey Mysterio will win. The next one is Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus um, Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. This one is going to be an interesting one for a series of reasons. First of all, you have the unlikely team of Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Now, then you have the Street Profits. Then you have Alpha Academy with Otis involved. There's going to be a lot of big factors in this match, especially with Alpha Academy because you have Maxine Dupree looking on as well. Then you have the Viking Raiders. So in this match, I think Braun Strowman and Ricochet will win, and supposedly to end off the night, you're going to have Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title. This one is going to be an interesting one because, one, it's personal. This goes back to WrestleMania 36, which I will talk about. And how Charlotte beat Rhea on that show for the NXT title at the time. Um, and then you have night 2 of Mania, which is Sunday. So you have Bianca Belair versus Asuka. Now, this one is going to be a weird one because of the fact we are seeing a different side of Asuka than what we're used to. We're seeing like sort of like a new version from her in Japan. And then you have Asuka, then you have Bianca Belair. That does her strongest, fastest shtick. I think somehow Asuka will win this match. Then you're going to have the triple threat for the Intercontinental title. So you have Gunther versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Now, this is going to be a very cool match to see because you're going to see a lot of different styles in this match as well. But I think Drew McIntyre will become the new Intercontinental title champion. Then next, you're going to have Finn Balor versus Edge inside Hell in a Cell. Now, this one is going to be a cool match to see because there really haven't been too many Hell in a Cell matches at WrestleMania. Now, the other thing about this is Edge started the group Judgment Day after WrestleMania last year. And so basically, he added Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest. But it really wasn't until not long after that where they kicked Edge out. So he's been constantly having this back and forth ordeal with the Judgment Day since then. So he's got Beth Phoenix involved and all that. So I think Edge will win this match. But then also the other big factor in this match as well is Finn is going to be the demon. And Edge is going to bring his brood side, I guess, in this. So that is going to be interesting. So So, like I said, I think Edge will win. Next, the match no one wanted. You're going to have Brock Lesnar versus Omos. This one, I think, is going to be a one-sided match, unfortunately. This one, I hate to say it, but I think this is going to be the bathroom break match, to go get something to eat or drink match. So I think Omos is going to win. This next one is going to be an interesting one as well. Like the men one was, you have Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Natalia and Shotzi Blackheart versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus, and this was just added, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. So you're going to have a lot of different styles in this match. And the interesting part about this is you're going to have people like Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler with their MMA background. Then you're going to have people like Liv Morgan and Raquel. I keep saying Raquel. Natalia and Shotzi with Shotzi's like out of control style. And then you're going to have Sonya, who has an MMA background as well, and Chelsea Green. So this whole thing is going to be an interesting ordeal. But I say Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green will win. And lastly, but certainly not least, um, you're going to have Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the titles. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's both titles or just the Universal. I think it is. So this one is going to be an interesting one as well, because some of this is also going to go back to the Usos versus Sammy and Kevin Owens from Saturday night. Because depending on what happens with that match, some of that could carry over into Roman versus Cody. And with a lot of momentum Cody has been having since winning the Royal Rumble in January, he beat Solo Sikoa this past Monday on Raw, ending his undefeated streak. It is going to be an interesting ordeal. Plus, Cody is doing it for his father, Dusty Rhodes. And it's going to be an interesting ordeal. I do see this possibly being match of the night, because you're going to get some different styles. You're going to have Roman trying to do his whole acknowledge me shtick. You're going to have Cody being like, no. Then also you're going to have Roman doing his stuff and Cody doing his. So if I had to pick a winner in this match, I will say Cody Rhodes becomes the new WWE